Hello and welcome to New Age Custom Farming. If you're new here, my name is Emily and we are a custom farming operation located in Wisconsin. And most of our custom farming or farming content that we show you guys is more out in the fields with our crops and stuff. But another large part of our custom farming operation is raising cattle. So we have got plenty of questions all the time about the cattle side of our operation. So we figured, why not just do a whole video where we walk you guys through everything that happens with the cattle on our operation, starting here with the little guys, the babies, the calves, my favorite part of our farm. So for the calf side of our farm, you can see some of the little babies right here next to me. These are new ones that we picked up just this week. So what we do is we work with a local dairy farm to buy their bull calves. So these are all boys or bull calves. We buy them every Friday, so they're about a week old when we get them. And so we go and pick them up every Friday and bring them back to our farm, and then they're in this barn. And I'll pan it around in just a little bit for you guys to show you kind of what the barn looks like. But so like I said, every Friday we go and buy the calves or pick them up from the dairy farm that we get them from. These are all Holsteins. We also do have Holstein Wagyu cross, which I'll show you guys those later. Those are, all of these will go into beef, but those are our more beefy cattle. So yep, we buy bull calves every week. They go into a beef. These are Holsteins. When we pick them up, we give them an additive, which helps to give them vitamins and minerals and make sure they get off to a really good start once we move them here. And then we also give them an electrolyte bottle just to make sure that, because they go through a stressful event when they're being moved from the farm that they're born at to here. So just to make sure, again, that they're really strong and off to a good start. Before we get any further into today's tour, I want to take the time to thank today's sponsor of the video, Ritual. Sometimes farmers are notorious for giving better care to their animals or other stuff on their farm than they are themselves. And as you guys know, I take a lot of pride in taking care of our calves here on the farm and making sure that they are off to a good start every single day. And that includes making sure that they have all of the vitamins that they need in their diets. Well, I decided it's about time that I make sure that I give that same care to myself, which is why I started to include Ritual's Essential for Women Multivitamin 18 Plus into my daily routine. Essential for Women 18 Plus is a clinically backed, clean, high-quality multivitamin for women 18 to 49 to help fill key nutrient gaps in our diet. Ritual is super easy for me to add to my routine. I just take my 2 daily multivitamins before I head to the farm every day because I know once I get to the farm, my whole focus is going to be on my calves and not on myself. Just like I make sure the calves get high quality products in their diets, Ritual is the same for me. It's USP verified, which is a third-party quality certification that sets the highest bars for products. And Ritual has a clean formula with high quality nutrients in their best bioavailable form. Not only does Ritual have multivitamins for women, but I know they also have a line for men, and I think I'll be looking to purchase those for the boys to make sure that we are all taking the best quality care of ourselves that we can. As part of their sponsorship of this video, Ritual is offering a 25% off discount to you, our subscribers, who use code NACF25. You can either scan the QR code right next to me and go to their website to make your purchase, or click the link in our description and again use code NACF25 to get 25% off your first order. Again, I just want to thank Ritual so much for sponsoring today's video. Our videos wouldn't be possible without sponsors because they make it so that we're able to provide higher quality for you guys to watch. So go give Ritual some love just like you guys give us, and let's get back to the tour. We've got a really friendly guy here, but this is what our calf barn looks like. Bree's not allowed into the calf barn, but we have 4 different pens in here for all the calves to stay in, and we keep them in groups by their age. So this pen and these calves are all from this week and last week, and then it's grouped by 2 weeks together. So 2 weeks in there, 2 weeks, 2 weeks. And so they all have these big nice pens to run around in. They're kept in these groups, and then And then we use straw for our bedding, so we grow wheat and then we bale the straw, and then that's what we use for bedding in these pens. And then in the middle pens we use corn fodder and then straw as well. Take you a little closer to these guys. So besides drinking milk, which we'll talk a little bit about how they get milk in just a little bit, they also get grain that they eat all the time. So they have free access to grain whenever they'd like, and then they also have free access to water, which you can see there's a water there, a water over there you can kind of see, and then a water over on the other side similar to this side. You are a hungry, bothersome guy, aren't you? This is what their grain looks like. This calf is just eating everything right now. This is what their grain looks like. So there's corn in there, pellets that have vitamins and minerals, and then this the grain that they eat helps stimulate their rumen. So cattle are ruminant animals, meaning they have 4 compartments to their stomach. But oh my gosh, this calf will not stop bumping me. But when they are this age, like this guy, they do not have their rumens fully developed yet. So this helps stimulate the rumen formation. Like I mentioned, our calves drink out of a robot. So each pen of calves has a stall similar to stall you can see here, and the calves will go in there, and then they all have collars on. You can see it on this calf right here. Here, come here. Come here. Come on. They all have collars on, and on their collars they all have a white button. I'll take it off this calf. This calf is curious enough. They all have collars on, and the collar all has a white button, and this white button is what talks to the robot to let the robot know who the calf is, and then the robot then is able to tell how much they're allowed to drink, so they each get an allotted amount of milk per day, and then when they last drank, so if they're entitled to drink. So they can't drink all of their milk at once, they have to drink it sporadically throughout the day, and that's what the robot is then able to tell by talking with this transmitter right here. And this is what the actual robot looks like. Yes, it's dirty in here. It is a farm and it's summer, so there's flies everywhere, but the milk replacer goes into here, so it's similar to formula that we feed babies. Same for the baby calves. And then this controls everything that we have for the robot. So we're able to see who's all in here right now. So for example, I just pushed this calf into it so it could start drinking. And then that's how much they're allowed to drink right now. And then they'll be able to come back in later. So like for this one example, this calf has already drank 62% today. It drank 72% of its milk yesterday, and it's allotted right now 2.5 liters to drink. The calf barn is by far my favorite place to be on the farm, but the cattle don't stop here. They are in here they're on milk for 52 days, so they're in here for about 2 months, and then we move them on to the next pen. After the calves get weaned, they come into this barn. So these are our weaned calves in here. You can see they have corn fodder for their bedding, and then when they're in here, they have access to water like they do in the other calf barn. And then they also eat grain. So this is similar to the grain in the other barn. It's just a little bit of a different formula because these calves are older, and so they need different nutrients met in their diets at this stage of life than when they're calves. So these are the Holsteins in here. There are some Wagyu Holstein in here as well, but then we sell the Holsteins after this stage. So we have a buyer who comes in and they raise them from here on to slaughter. And then the Wagyu stay here and they are a part of our beef program. It's a hot day, so all of them are just trying to kind of beat the heat right now, but these are our Wagyu Holstein crosses. You can tell that they're more of a beefier look to these animals. After they're in the weaned pen that I just showed you, they come into here. So this is kind of the transition area before they go into the pen that they're finished in. But they just hang out here, chill, vibe. At this stage, they're eating a TMR or total mixed ration, and we'll talk about what is in TMR next because we are going to head to our bunkers. This is our mixer. So just like we use Meyer boxes all the time for when we're doing haylage and corn silage, we also use Meyer as our mixer to make our TMR. So this tractor and this mixer are used every morning and every afternoon to mix feed. So like I said, cattle eat TMR, or a total mixed ration, and depending on the stage they are in their life and what they're being used for, their TMR is different. So we work with a nutritionist to formulate the diets that our cattle eat. So we'll get talking into the heifers and stuff later, but whether they are going into beef, so they're going to be a finished animal that's going into beef, or they are a heifer that we're raising for the dairy farm, they all have different diets depending on the life stage that they're at. And a TMR, or total mixed ration, includes corn silage, haylage, and then protein and minerals and a few other items in there to meet the needs, the exact needs of their diets. So here in this bunker, that's our haylage, that's chopped up hay that is then fermented. And then over here, we are about to be filling this bunker with corn silage. It's corn silage season right now. And then in our commodity shed back there, that's where we have the different proteins, minerals, other things, littler items we put into their diets. Here in this area of our farm is where we have our older cattle. So like I said, we are a custom farming operation. So not only do we custom harvest forages and feed for dairy farms, but we also help the same farm that we buy their bull calves from, we help custom raise their heifers. And so their heifers come here when they're weaned off of milk, like 6-ish months old. They're not on milk that entire time, I should say. So they're on milk around 2 months like our calves are here, but they come here when they're around 6 months old, and then we will raise them all the way up until they are about to give birth. So this pen right here is actually our Wagyu, our steers. So that is what goes into beef, completely separate. And then they are all boy cattle. And then the pen beyond that is where our first set of heifers are. And then our heifers move up throughout the pens until their very last pen when they're pregnant and they are about to go up to the dairy. And I think a manure spreader is coming back here right now. Maybe. Maybe not. So like I said, depending on the age stage that they're at is what diet they get. So the youngest heifers have a different diet than the heifers that are about to go up and give birth. And heifers are girl cattle too, I should say. So these are our Wagyu steer, Wagyu Holstein cross steers. They are going into beef. So coming to the table near you at some point. Sorry if that's gruesome. These are our youngest heifers, and this is a heifer that's not supposed to be out here. Ma'am. I should also note that they have access to pasture over there. Beyond, all back here is all pasture that they all have access to. So they go from here over to here, and then just as they get older, they come up here. This pen right here is the pregnant pen. So these heifers are all pregnant and will be giving birth soon. So we send them back up to the dairy about 2-ish weeks to a month before they are due, so that they all give birth back up at the dairy. And you can see here, like, this is the pregnant, what their TMR looks like. So they are all making sure that they have a good diet before they give birth, because not only are they preparing to give birth and they're growing a calf, but they're also preparing to start producing milk and giving milk. So they want to make sure that they have enough milk, not only for lactation, but also for their growing calf in them. And then this is what the TMR looks like for the steers. So you can tell it looks really different. They have a lot more corn in their diet, and then a higher concentration of protein as well. Right, we got to get you fat boys all fattened up. And then, so once the steers are finished or at their full weight, they will go to the processor and be processed for meat, for beef that we sell direct to consumer only in our community, and then for us to eat as well. And it's a very interesting part of our job, I think, to raise cattle for beef. I I don't know, I take a lot of pride in it and producing great high quality products for us and our community to consume, and beef is super nutritious, so eat beef. And then after this, the heifers will go back up to the dairy farm because they are about to give birth, and then the cycle starts all over. So that is a tour of all the cattle operation here on the farm. If you have any other additional questions, leave them in the comments and I'll be sure to answer them. And thank you guys so much for watching our videos, liking, subscribing. Also, I want to say I have a lofty goal for our channel for the end of the year of a number of subscribers that I would like us to have, and so this is my encouragement for you guys. If you are not subscribed to our channel yet, please give us a subscription, and then also share it with people that you know who might be interested in our content, because we just want to be able to reach. Well, my phone died when I was filming that last clip, but like I was saying, thanks so much for watching our videos and always supporting our channel, and thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.